In the wake of Tuesday's announcement that Assistant Commissioner of Police Bishop Dr. Gary Welsh has been reassigned with immediate effect, Attorney-at-Law Clyde Williams is questioning whether ACP Welsh had the input of the Police High Command before his announcement on Monday of several controversial measures to deal with traffic breaches. He sent shockwaves into the public domain after he announced that effective September 1, motorists who breach the Road Traffic Act will be taken to a customer service center for processing. In addition, he suggested that some ticketable offenses would be prosecuted by an arrest instead of a summons to appear in court. The announcement drew sharp responses from members of the public who argued that the measures would cause breaches of the Constitution. Hours later, the High Command announced his reassignment. Mr. Williams says based on all the announcements made by ACP Welsh, there are questions to answer about the level of involvement of the High Command. Mr. Williams is suggesting that based on how the events played out, not all the information is being made available.
He was speaking at a function where there were regional and international participants, as I understand. And to have such an august body, to speak to such an august body, then on such a significant policy development, and he kept using the word "we." So it led me to conclude that there must have been some discussions within the ranks of the JCF and some sort of approval of this approach. Reference was also made to the police officers' club as the place in Kingston. So I do believe that there was a lot more than meets the eye in relation to this matter.
In the meantime, attorney Bert Samuels says the measures announced by ACP Welsh would have been in breach of the Constitution.
Has the citizen, after there's an infraction or alleged infraction, leaving where he is and going forcibly to a center, that would be against the liberty of the subject, because it is not every ticketing offense that is arrestable. And therefore, the issuing of the ticket is where it begins and where it ends. The next process is paying the fees or going to court. So if there is a policy which has now changed that and restricts your freedom of movement, it becomes a constitutional breach, it becomes a breach of your freedom of movement.
Mr. Samuels adds that some of the measures appeared to be malicious.
There was a statement made which can't escape me, that ACP said that when a warrant is issued, an arrest would be deliberately made on a Friday, and the next court date is a Tuesday. This, again, is what you call excessive police force, and also persons will forget to have their tickets. Warrants will be issued, but for the police to deliberately calculate maliciously to arrest you on a Friday and then take you to court on a Tuesday, that means your liberty will be taken away for 5 days unnecessarily. It's very, very bad kind of policing.
ACP Welsh also made headlines last week following his decision not to prosecute the person who identified himself as the driver of a car which was seen doing stunts on Dunrobin Avenue in St. Andrew. Abigail Smythe, Frontline News.